So I just made a pretty long video for the non-YouTube platforms. And I encourage you to go there, watch the link below the video, or go to lostartsradio.com, or especially our Brighteon or BitChute channels have everything, and they haven't censored it all yet. But for all of you friends that we have on YouTube that I do not want to lose contact with, and to do that and not disappear, have to be very mindful of our re-education that YouTube has kindly provided us for free by removing our videos. And thank you, YouTube, for straightening us out on that. The video I made for the other platforms like Brighteon and BitChute was about what's going on in the world right now and reasons to be encouraged. And the reason to be encouraged and the reason that things are coming out and being exposed, like what's going on in a country I can't name, being invaded by a country I can't name, being responded to in ways that I can't talk about. So that should clarify that quite a bit, right? I was saying that the reason those things are coming to light, what's really going on, is because the consciousness is changing on the planet. Now there's a war manifesting physically in a lot of different ways with the geoengineering and the things that are happening medically and all kinds of stuff that I also can't talk about. But this is reflecting a war on the energy and consciousness levels, which most people would say, oh, energy and consciousness, that's a bunch of new age nonsense. Actually, no, it isn't. It's treated that way a lot, but the real spiritual connection that you can get, and I'm not talking about religion at all. I'm talking about what religion talks about, which is spirit or God or the source you came from. What I found is that, amazingly enough, that's actually real. And it belongs to you. And you can reconnect to it consciously. And it changes you into who you are. Except we've been kind of asleep to different degrees. And if we get that back, the more you connect to that, you become a source of real awakening for the rest of the world, including the ones playing the roles of the bad guys. So my interest is not destroying the bad guys, which you might think is the obvious thing that has to be done. That continues the cycle of conflict and war and hatred forever through cycles, good and bad. And I think we should be tired of that by now. Time to wake up the bad guys to break out of the role they're playing and realize who they really are in response to us realizing it first. So the video that I made, the longer one, was about doing that for real. And that we have a chance to do that now. And I expect about 1 out of 1,000 people who sees this video might relate to what I'm talking about. And if you're ready to start doing that and focusing the frequency that you're generating just by being alive into something that is a focused healing effect on the rest of the world, then you can join us in that project. And where we're doing that is a non-censored environment. It's a place called planetaryhealingclub.com. And if you're one of those few people out of the general population that would relate to and want to do that with us, we're waiting for you. planetaryhealingclub.com. And what else did I want to tell you? Somebody, I mentioned this on the other video, I should mention it here too. Several people this week took issue with me saying that everybody is selfish. But that's what I've seen, you know, in my investigation of these things for decades. And even the people who are great spiritual teachers and real benefactors and philanthropists, and not fake ones like we see running the world right now, but real ones. You know why they're doing the good things they're doing? Because they want to. It's 100% their self desire to do that. And sometimes it's because they're getting a connection to spirit to a deep enough level that they see everybody else, all these other people are essentially them in other forms. That's why it was possible to say, love your neighbor as yourself. It's not made up, it's real. We're networked, we're all connected on a deep level. And if we drop the labels and all the things to fight about and just appreciate and love each other for the essential beings that we are, we're not these costumes, although they're great, but the costume is not us, and the mind is not us. We're something formless and incredible that is channeling life into the whole experience. So, once you get in touch with that, the selfishness that used to make you want to hurt other people to become more powerful yourself changes. And what you want for yourself is to just pour out everything you can for the benefit of everybody else here. And that's 100% selfish. It's just more conscious. So you're not insignificant. You're a major hope of the world. And I feel honored to just even be able to talk with you for a few minutes. Sorry for the bugs flying around here. So I think you're incredible. I know you are. And I look forward to your completely integrating with the forgotten real self that we haven't been in touch with for a long time. That self can be in direct touch and integration with where it came from. So what people talk about God and things like that, it's a matter to be experienced and not argued about. So that's my suggestion anyway. And for those tiny percentage of people who hear this from anywhere in the world, as we work specifically on bringing that consciousness and normal self back again and ending the cycle of destruction that's been going on for longer than we know on this planet, meet me at planetaryhealingclub.com and we'll work on it together. There's real stuff to do starting right now. And then if you go to lostartsradio.com, and there's a tab there about the shows, and that'll show you the Brighteon link and the BitChute link and the Blog Talk Radio link. Those haven't censored us at all, and they're good to know about and subscribe to. And if you have resources and you want to help us stay on the air with this commercial-free information, and you have the ability to do that, it would be deeply appreciated. There's a donation link on lostartsradio.com near the top of the page, and there's also a Subscribestar link there. Both of those work, and there's a physical address if you'd rather use that. But we need support financially if you think it's worth keeping us going. We have other projects that are waiting to be started as soon as possible when the finances make it something that we can do. And as I've mentioned before, if you have massive resources, you're one of those friendly billionaires who wants to do something good for the world, even if you have no interest in what we're doing, I'd love to have some input and let you know about important things that do need your support that have no financial connection to us at all, but they deserve to have plenty of resources. So I'd love to talk to you. I'm a consultant, but you're a friendly billionaire who wants to help somebody other than us. I won't charge you a thing. I just want to have some input because there are so many things that need support in the world that you could be helping, and all of us could be making up for the dumb mistakes that we've made in our earlier life. And we're here to help bring in something incredible. And I suggest we start right now. Okay, so hopefully if you're one of those that I'm talking about, you'll meet me at Planetary Healing Club when we're live this weekend. And support us if you can and share the links, because we have a lot of shadow banning and censorship that happens in addition to telling us what we are allowed to say. And you can help us with that. But the bottom line message is, whether you do anything with us or not, please honor and take care of yourself. You're so valuable for the future of this planet. And you can start opening that up and bringing back the lost normal state that we've all forgotten. Bring it back now. And I want to help you do that. So thank you. I appreciate you letting me talk to you for a few minutes here. And have a good day or night wherever you are in the world. And we'll talk to you shortly.